Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. WTA finals time. It is Jessica Pegula versus Maria Sakkari, and the win probability is actually saying 72% for Jessica Pegula. She is already through to the semi-finals, but it's really a case of if she wins this, she will definitely top the group. She's beaten Sabalenka, she's beaten Rybakina. They will face off after this match, and Anthony will be covering that one. For Sakkari, she can't go through with just one win. She's lost both her matches, so it's going to really be a case of whether she can gain some pride really from winning this one. We've got some people in the chat already. Hey guys, how you doing? Let's get to Robert with the super sticker. That's really appreciated, Robert. Thank you. Really appreciate that. So Sakkari starts us off here on serve. She goes into the forehand of Pegula, who goes deep down the middle, but it goes long. So 15 love, Sakkari. And Pegula's actually got strapping on her shoulders. So interested to see how she gets on. Pegula in 3 says Robert, Stefanos. Yeah, he beat Zverev today. It was a good win for Stefanos Tsitsipas. Some really good quarterfinals tomorrow in Paris, and I'm not sure which ones we'll be doing tomorrow, but we'll keep you updated. Obviously, the WTA finals is the priority, but we are trying to do some Paris Masters matches as well. David Djokovic versus Greek Sport earlier, which was a really fun match. Greek Sport pushing him all the way. Showtime says Robbie. Yeah, hi MJ, how you doing? Pegula in 2 says Terry. Okay, MJ's gone straight for Pegula. Second serve here for Pegula to have a look at. The backhand goes wide, so 15 all. Okay, Sakkari here. Trying to hold serve, get on the board early. She's been pegged a couple of times this tournament. It's good forehand down the line from Pegula. Backhand cross from Sakkari. Slice from Pegula. Slice from Sakkari is in down the middle. Backhand on the line from Pegula. Forehand on the line from Sakkari. Backhand to backhand. A slice from Sakkari as well. Very loopy though. Forehand as Pegula comes to the net. She's passed by Sakkari. Really good forehand pass. It was not a very good approach from Pegula in honesty. She came forward after a very loopy slice from Sakkari, and yeah, the forehand down the middle from Pegula is not a particularly good approach, and it's a good pass from Sakkari. Very punchy forehand to pass her. 30-15. Serve to the net. Second serve coming up. David says, like Sakkari here, non-stakes match. Sakkari will want to end her season on a high. Plus, she leads the head-to-head narrowly and beat her last year in the Guadalajara WTA finals. Yeah, I think it's 5-4, isn't it, to Sakkari when I did the WTA finals preview. What a return, by the way, from... Wow, what a return from Pegula. Second serve return winner from Pegula. It's a kick serve. She runs around her backhand, crunches the in-twin forehand return, and Sakkari starts to move and just stops herself because it's just too good. Yeah, in Fort Worth, exactly. Yeah. Serve into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand cross now from Sakkari. Good depth. Backhand from Pegula. Into out forehand from Sakkari is really good. Very good width found. And she induces the error from the Americans. So 40-30. Looking pretty sharp early doors here, both players. And if it shows how forgettable it was, Dennis location going, yeah, unfortunately, just not the best location for tennis. In honesty, I think if they were to have an American football tournament there or match there or match, then maybe, but I don't think tennis is massively popular in that. Anyway, into in forehand from Sakkari or into out forehand, sorry, even backhand to backhand now. Forehand cross from Sakkari, slice from Pegula. Good defensive slice. Forehand from Sakkari's missed. Juice. Wow. So, Pegula pressing and asking questions here early doors. Or second serve into the backhand. Pegula goes down the middle. Backhand down the middle from Sakkari. Forehand down the middle from Pegula. Forehand down the middle from Sakkari again. Very short though. She gets away with it. Pegula doesn't sort out her feet early enough and flicks the forehand into the net. Shakes her head. I think she can believe she's missed that. That was a really big opportunity for her to get on the front foot and open up a break point. How dare you, David, says Robert. No offense taken. Intended, sorry, even none taken. Yeah. Right. Serve into the forehand of Pegula. Backhand from Sakkari. Good depth. Backhand down the line from Pegula. Forehand to the net from Sakkari. Advantage to Pegula. It is an early breakpoint opportunity here for Jessica Pegula. Oh no, back to juice. Hey, I've got my scores mixed up there. What have I done there? Anyway, back to juice. Serve done. The T is missed from Sakkari. Second serve coming up in Cancun, and we'll keep an eye out, see whether we can see Eliza in the crowd. She's there as well, so she had some really good seats yesterday. Good kick serve from Sakkari, and yeah, there's a dead spot, those weird spots on court that's popped up loads. That kick serve that I don't think it should have kicked up that much. Pegula deals with it quite nicely, and Sakkari makes the error on the forehand, so advantage Pegula. She's got a break point here, early break point opportunity for the American. She's a very good Pegula in this tournament. And I picked Sabalenka and Rybakina to make it out of the group. It's only going to be one of those people, one of those players even, to make it out of the group because Pegula's secured her place. So it'll be Pegula and one of Sabalenka and Rybakina. Whoever wins that match, it's a winner-takes-all match after this one. Second serve into the backhand of Pegula, goes down the middle. Forehand into out from Sakkari's missed. She gets the early break. Does Jessica Pegula? She gets the early break. And she will be mighty happy about that, Jessica Pegula. She really will be. Great start from the American. Matt says, I like Sakkari here as well. I think Pegula is not going to wear herself out in this one, even though she loves to play matches. She wants to win doubles as well. Yeah, I think she does prioritize singles. I think she's said it before, and that makes sense. But what I will say is that yeah, what I will say though is that she's playing well enough that she might not need to expend a lot of energy. I agree. I don't think she's going to want to grind and have three really tight sets with Sakkari. She's going to go for shots a bit more as Sakkari's return is on the forehand. Bit of a dead spot there, looks like, and Pegula ends up hitting the forehand into the net, so love 15. Serve into the forehand of Sakkari now. Forehand to forehand here. Pegula goes forehand cross. Forehand from Sakkari's big. Slice from Pegula on the forehand. Forehand into out from Sakkari, and it's big. Pegula, she's struggling with the pace of the forehand from Sakkari, and a lot of slicing and dicing from Pegula, which you don't really see much from the American, in all honesty. She's not the best in terms of slicing on either wing, and not being able to impose her baseline game at the moment. Serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Forehand down the middle. Forehand into the net again from Pegula. She's struggling on that side. Something about that side. She's not enjoying it. I wonder if that's the side that Coco Gauff was struggling with yesterday. Whether that's the side where when the wind is on, it's a little bit difficult. I don't know. Or it's just a terrible game. Second serve coming up here. Big, big opportunity for Sakkari to get the break back. Second serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Backhand cross. Backhand into the net from Pegula. Wow. I think that's 4. Is that not 4 ground strokes into the net from Pegula? What's gone on there? That is weird. Very, very weird. I do think there are some dead spots on the court. It looks like it's not quite coming through at times. And it's a bit uneven. But of course, it is the same for both players. So in that sense, there's no real excuses. But yeah, very bizarre game from Pegula to just give up the break like that after working hard to get it in the opening game, getting broken to love as well. Robert says, anyway, I had the time of my life sitting 25 feet from the players in Fort Worth. Yeah, I can imagine. I bet it was great for you. Short return from Pegula, backhand to backhand now. On the stretch goes Sakkari on the backhand and goes long, so love 15. David says, far cry from Pegula last year in the WTA finals. Woman reborn this year in comparison. Yeah, she's been pretty good. Definitely in these finals anyway. In terms of a year overall, I think she's still looking to have those marquee matches, semi-finals, finals, and slams. She hasn't quite got there, but she's not far off. Serve down the tee from from Sakkari is long. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Pegula. Forehand into out from Sakkari's missed. Wow, love 30. Love, what is going on? No one's to hold serve. They definitely could have done with a few thousand more Roberts in the crowd. Yeah. Yeah, poor Pegula was gut-wrenching to watch last year. Gosh, awful game Pegula it was. Been watching Holger Rune tonight and was surprised to see this match was starting so late. Doubles match must have gone over. Yeah, I think there was a delay. I don't know whether it's because of the rain, but I know it's been raining and the forecast is quite bad at times in Cancun. I think next year they need to sort out the scheduling for WTA. I mean, there's a lot to be said about that, and I might do a video on it even because I just think it's a very big topic right now, and rightfully so. As Sakkari goes forehand into the net, trying to go into in love 40. There could be 2 breaks of serve to love in a row, and 3 breaks of serve in a row in total to start off this match, which would be absolutely crazy. But neither player doing well on serve. And Sakkari's going to have to deliver the second serve here as well and try and save 1 break point. Davis is not ideal for Djokovic, Matt. Rune will be confident, full of energy. That's true, yeah. Boris Becker seems to be, well, working some sort of magic right now anyway. Second serve is a big kick serve. Backhand to backhand is sliced. They're both these girls' slices, both these ladies' slices are not very good. And the backhand slice and forehand slice from Pegula is just shocking. What is that? The forehand slice is so loopy. Why is she not hitting a ground shot? I don't think she's comfortable. I don't think Pegula is comfortable hitting her ground strokes right now. Don't know whether it's because the court's a little bit uneven or she's struggling, but the backhand slice is just so loopy from both, not just Pegula, but Sakkari. I mean, they're not non-existent. May as well not even backhand. May as well not even slice on the backhand. Or the dodgy spot then. Pegula apologizes. But I mean, it's not her fault about the dodgy spot. It's a good backhand return. And Sakkari, I mean, she has to end up taking the backhand really weirdly low and hit into the net. 2-1 Pegula. There's 3 breaks of serve to start off this set 1. Absolutely bizarre match. Uphill battle, in my opinion. Ash says, hello everyone. Hey Ash, how you doing? Yes, David, and you have the crowd most likely. Yeah, I think Runa will do because the crowd were booing Djokovic today, which is a bit weird. You think so maybe because of the Djokovic third set complaints about the crowd noise? Yeah, Terry says, "Hey, Ashley." Yeah, hey, Ashley. Hey, Terry. I think that David and Runa said. I think that David and Runa said Paris was the best tennis crowd he's played in. I mean, he's the champion. He won it last year, beat Djokovic. So yeah, I mean, I guess he will be pretty happy playing it to. Um, yeah, I think he'll be pretty happy, right? And actually, talking of tomorrow, so there's some absolutely fire matches on. In fact, I better put it in our commentary chat to let people know. Which ones people want to do. We got Stephen in the chat as well. Hey Stephen, how you doing? How you doing? So Pegula gets the break of serve back. There's no one's held serve yet, which is just crazy. We've had 2 breaks of serve to love in a row. Let's see, let's see. Maybe he's retained the crowd after last year's win. Not the same novelty of the teenager, but still in form right now. Paris likes entertaining players. Also, that Paris, I mean, they booed him at Roland Garros, didn't they? Last year, but then he won it this year, Djokovic as well. So I don't know. Weird one. Top versus the top 10 last 5 meetings. Pegula's won all 5. Wow, that's impressive. Sakkari 1 out of 5, so lost for only won the single match. Second serve into the forehand of Sakkari goes wide. Love, sorry, 15 love. So we got her catch versus Dimitrov tomorrow, which is a big match. And Jabeur got over her Vondrousova. Uh, Vondrousova's kind of rut, you could say, yesterday, winning in straight sets. Backhand on the line from Pegula. Forehand long from Sakkari. 30 love Pegula. She started to trust the ground strokes. I do think it's a side thing. I just don't think either player looks very comfortable on this near side, and I don't know why. Don't know whether that side of the court is just a bit more dodgy, but yeah, forehand cross from Pegula as Sakkari scampers, gets it, but it's very short. And oh, what a lob from Sakkari! Little forehand slice from Pegula to approach the net, and then the Sakkari lob is absolutely sublime, beautifully executed. Pegula just not doing enough with the approaches when she's come to the net so far today, but that's a great lob. 30-15. Second serve coming up. Got Tsitsipas Khachanov, that's a good match. Djokovic Runa is obviously the big one. That's the big one at 6:30. So kick serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Backhand cross from Pegula. Forehand into out from Sakkari. Backhand cross from Pegula into the net. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So 30 all. And WTA finals matches tomorrow we have Goff, Vondrousova, and Swiatek Jabeur. I mean, Jabeur has to win her match. Does she? No, actually, she doesn't. Because Goss only won 1 match against Jabeur. So if Vondrousova was to beat Goff, she still has a chance of qualifying because if Vondrousova beats Goff and Jabeur was to lose to Swiatek, then Vondrousova and Goff are between those two. And I think Vondrousova would go through actually. So it's all to play for tomorrow in the WTA finals matches tomorrow. And obviously Jabeur wins and if Jabeur wins and Vondrousova wins, then Jabeur will go through. If Goff wins and Jabeur wins, then I think Goff will go through because of the head-to-head, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's a lot of scenarios. But yeah, Vondrousova, Jabeur, and Goff, all 3 of them could go through. Swiatek's already through. But yeah, it's very interesting permutations for tomorrow. Yeah, both of those matches are very important. Kick serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Great return, great depth cross court. Then goes forehand into win. 40-30 here, Pegula to consolidate the break. Forehand is massive from Sakkari down the line. Holy moly. Sometimes she just generates this incredible power. I mean, she is built like you, yeah, wouldn't imagine. I mean, incredible athlete is Sakkari. It's just so much just lean muscle. She just looks like a lean, mean fighting machine, honestly. An absolute athlete and a half. Forehand down the middle from Sakkari. Slice from Sakkari. Very loopy, but not as bad as before. Good depth. Forehand down the line from Pegula. Very loopy slice from Sakkari. Forehand into win from Pegula. And the forehand pass from Sakkari goes long. So advantage Pegula again. And I do wonder whether they're both slicing in a way because the slices. I just wonder whether they're slicing because of the conditions and it's a bit windy and the dodgy spots. Maybe they're just thinking, you know what? Um, Maybe I'll get a bit of luck with some bounces or the wind. It might make it awkward, but it's not. I don't think it's doing anything. I just think it's rubbish. In honesty, a short backhand from Pegula, then a lob as Sakkari comes forward. The lob's in. Forehand from Sakkari, very short. Drop shot from Pegula. It's a good drop shot, is it? Yeah, it is. Very good. Sakkari does get there because she's incredibly quick, but she can only dink it long. So good hold in the end from Pegula. Very, very messy games right now because some messy points, some pretty impressive points as well, but hasn't been the cleanest of tennis on show right now. Entertaining though, nonetheless. Steven says hi Fazan. Hey Steven, how you doing, my man? Kudos to Ons for her on-court interview last night, says Robert. Yes. Yep. I'm not going to talk about it on the channel because I look. I mean, I've always said about politics, but I mean, on my on our Instagram like stories, I share stuff that people have said. Anthony Jolie said something, Jabber and other people. So, and my Twitter, which is Fazan, but QualityShot Tennis. I'll put stuff on there, but obviously we don't put anything on QualityShot Tennis stuff. But yeah, look, I mean, yeah, she's the only tennis player saying anything, and to be honest, like it's a bit shocking because like obviously when the stuff was happening here in Europe with Ukraine, Russia, and stuff, like there are a lot of players coming out. So I don't know. It is what it is, right? Like, oh, what is that from Sakkari? She's absolutely shanked that second serve into the base of the net. I mean, that's a bad double fault. So it is 15 all, second double fault of the day already. Matt says you're right about the Swiatek group being tougher or being the tougher group. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just had a feeling that apart from Swiatek, I thought it would be very competitive, and it has been. So 15:30 here. A guy in the crowd that I love Sakkari. I love Sakkari poster. Serve into the forehand. Pegula. Good depth on the return. Very good depth. And the forehand from Sakkari finds the net. 15:40. Double breakpoint opportunity here for Pegula to get the second break. Go 4-1 up. And she could run away with it if Sakkari's not careful here. To be honest, that one game that Sakkari won as well, it was Pegula just making 4 unforced errors. Oh, double fault. Oh my word. Is that double fault? No, no. Okay. Oh, that was a double fault. Right, second server. It is a double fault. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sakkari. What is that? She looks at her coach, but it's a big double fault. 4-1 Pegula. It's not the best way to go a double breakdown. Pegula looking very strong. She's not really having to do a whole lot, in honesty, because that was just a poor game from Sakkari. Sakkari's had her moments, but Pegula really hasn't upped her level, hasn't needed to. Had one really poor game when she got broken. But other than that, she's been kind of solid enough. But both players not in the best rhythm. But yeah, as I said, it's been good enough, right? And they've got it done. Especially Pegula right now. She's on a high from beating Rebecca and Sabalenka, who are two of the top 3 players in the world, you would say. Yeah. I love your commentary for answers, Terry. Thank you, Terry. Much appreciated. Thank you for tuning in. Mike says, "Hello, Fazan. Good of you to commentate or commentate on late night tennis, depending on where you're situated. That is, yeah. So it's 11:44 p.m. here, so it's pretty late, but yeah, it's all good. I mean, if this goes to 3 sets, I might get Anthony to come on and finish off. To be honest with you, because it ends up getting quite late, and then I have to wake up early for like work and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we've got tomorrow. I'll be doing at least, hopefully, one match, if not two. There's a lot of good matches on Paris and WTA finals, so I'm excited for those matches. And yeah, I mean, these matches are late. I think this match started very late because of the rain delay for the doubles, but yeah, all good. Massive fault from Pegula, went miles long. Oh, what's going on there? She's thrown out the ball and then she's she's pulled out of the action. Bizarre. Second serve into the forehand of Sakkari. Slice forehand from Pegula. Backhand cross from Sakkari. Backhand cross from Pegula. Great backhand from Pegula. Comes forward, goes drop shot. Oh, tell you what's not a bad choice. She kicks the ball away in frustration. Love 15. Massive Sakkari is very popular in Mexico. Yeah, she's got a lot of energy, right? And she can match the crowd's energy. And she's won obviously in Guadalajara before. So yeah, she's got a lot of positive energy that I think the crowd enjoy. She has good memories here. Forehand from Pegula, great width found. Then clips the baseline down the middle and backhand from Sakkari goes long. Just too good from Pegula, to be honest. Great forehand, good width. Dragged Sakkari out and then killed her with depth down the middle. And it's well struck. And Sakkari just isn't being able to dictate things here right now. She's struggling to, play the rallies on her terms. Good serve on the tee, is it? No, it's long. Second serve coming up. Boris coaching against Djokovic could be spicy, says Sean. I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. They parted ways amicably, if I'm not mistaken. As the backhand from Sakkari goes wide, so 30-15. Serve into the body of Sakkari. Backhand down the middle is long. 40-15. A chance to consolidate the double break for Jessica Pegula. Terry says Sean will give tactics away to Nole. They are good friends. I don't think he will. I think he's professional, but yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, as you said, they are friends. They split amicably. Backhand clips as I clip the sideline from Pegula. That was a great defensive backhand. If so, no, it's gone wide. So 40-30. Hey, Fazan, everyone. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Rosario Dawson is, yeah. I think there's one picture that you had up, Max, and I was like, maybe that's Max, but then obviously it's not. I've realized that you just put pictures of other people. It's quite funny. Serve. Oh, I mean, that's unfortunate. It's hit a dodgy part of the court. It's really jumped on Sakkari after clipping the back of the service box. Sakkari shanks the forehand, and that ball's in the crowd, and they throw it back in. Throw it back in. The 5-1 Pegula. She's running away with it. Running away with it. JPEG is leading 4-1. Yeah, well, 5-1 now, but yes, yeah. Mike says, your thoughts on the Djokovic match? Was it just a glitch, or will he take down Runa tomorrow? It's a real tough question, and actually, I was hoping to do a preview for that, but it's so late now, and obviously, I'm doing this match. But it's one worth looking at, to be honest. But I don't know. Double fault from Sakkari. Love 15. What is Sakkari doing? What is Sakkari doing? I had really high hopes for her in this match, but it's slipping away. It's slipping away for her right now. The struggle is real. Served on a tee into the forehand of Pegula. Forehand from Sakkari clips the baseline. Big forehands here from Sakkari. Comes forward, volleys. Oh, beautiful drop volley. That's better from Sakkari. Massive forehands, great depth. Comes forward, beautiful touch of the net. Need to see more of that. Need to see more of that. That was very good from Sakkari. Matt says, will Aruna win over Djokovic, clinch his spot in the ATP finals? Maybe, yeah. No, will it? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure about the permutations there. But it's 30-15 as Pegula nets forehand. So the Greek has a chance here to at least, I don't know. That again, like Sakkari with her first serve, that's near the baseline, that first serve. Pegula did a very similar thing in the previous game. Weird. Good kick serve into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand down the middle from Sakkari. Forehand in the middle from Pegula. Good depth from both. Forehand right into the corner from Sakkari. Then goes backhand cross. Backhand from Pegula into the net. 40-15 to Sakkari. Yeah, I'm unsure about this Turing question. I don't know the permutations, in all honesty. I need to look that up. But yeah, in terms of Djokovic, look, I think he's a favourite. Definitely against Runa. But look, I mean, Runa, I've got a feeling he'll be really up for. He likes playing Djokovic. Forehand into the net by Pegula. 5-2. 5-2. Sakkari isn't having the best time in Cancun, says Max. She's not. She's really not. She's really not. It was a weird match against Rybakina when she got bageled in the first set. And then it was 2 tiebreakers. She won the second set tiebreaker and the third set tiebreaker. She lost, obviously. But if she wins that third set tiebreak, she takes the match after being bageled in the first set. And it's just really bizarre, right, to see that. But would have been slightly fortunate, you could say, as well. But I guess you make your own luck, and she gave herself the chance to win the match from that tiebreaker. Fought back well. Robert says nobody knows who Max N is. Yeah, exactly. Robert says Fazan may be asleep very soon. Maybe it's going too fast. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Sean says good point. Terry, would be nice to see Runa challenging Novak. Yeah, it would be. It really, really would be. And I hope he does. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. Hosip says, good day from Australia. Good day, my man. Good day. Is Sinner still in bed? Yeah. And you know what? I don't blame him. Honestly. Don't blame him at all. It's absolute joke. The WTA, I don't care. I'm not going to hold back. The WTA for organizing the WTA finals so late, having it in Cancun when they knew it was going to be like hurricane season or whatever. Um, uh, I mean, it's rained so much the whole week, and then like getting the players to decide so late as well is just an absolute joke. Like the construction, this court, it's none of it's good enough. As Pegula's serving for the set here, she comes forward to the net to volley straight at Sakkari. Sakkari misses the pass, should have done better there. It's a gimme, really. She was sitting duck there, Pegula. 15 love. But yeah, they haven't been good enough whatsoever. And then I can't believe that people like Ben Rothenberg and other people are saying, oh, you know what, the players shouldn't complain, shouldn't be airing your dirty laundry and stuff. They should just get on with the conditions and be united. I'm just like, you guys are an absolute joke. Like, how can anyone be happy with a court that has dead spots and it's popping and it's literally wasn't even 100% done when they arrived? They were only able to practice 45 minutes a day on the courts. I mean, come on. Let's be real here. Right? This is the top 8 players in the world on a like below par court. Like, it just makes no sense. But Ben Rothenberg, like normally he says some okay things, but what is that? See, look at this backhand from oh man, backhand from Sakkari, and it completely dies on Pegula. Pegula shakes her head because what the hell is that? The court's just completely died there. Ridiculous. But yeah, I just can't believe that. Um, Yeah, I can't believe that people are saying not to complain. Like, what the hell? Honestly, the players should complain. They should say this isn't good enough, and that's what they've been saying, and rightfully so. The WTA need to sort out their crap, honestly. And the ATP as well. What a joke with the Sinner situation. Finishes at 2:30 a.m. and then expect him to play at like, what was it, 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. That's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, if that happens, you get him to play last on court. Like, why would, again, or like near the end of the day, like, don't be stupid. Anyway, kick serve from Pegula and then a backhand from Sakkari, and she's on the stretch, goes wide with the backhand. So one break point comes and goes. Sakkari, by the way, had 2 break points, just one now. And let's see, sorry, I need to keep up with these comments. I asked this earlier, but who would have thought Grusel would take a set from Novak? I wasn't super surprised, but he's played some really good tennis in the last 18 months, Greek sport. But yeah, I mean, Novak, obviously you expect him to routine him, don't you? Good depth from Sakkari. Down with the forehand. Mistake from Pegula again. So Sakkari gets a break back. She's still a breakdown. 5-3. She'll serve for 4-5. Pegula's just very calm, getting on with it. I mean, she's already qualified. She's like, yeah, la-di-da-di-da. Let's just get on with this. Oh, man. Short should be in bed to be prepared for Turin. Yeah, that's a good point. These WTA finals seem lackluster. There's been some decent tennis on show, but there's been a lot of really dominant sets, mainly because I think the court's conditions that haven't helped. That's been a contributing factor, but I also think that some of the players maybe have started themselves out a little bit as well. As Pegula hits a massive forehand cross, Sakkari on the stretch goes into the net. Allow 15. Max, I wonder what the other tennis fans think about Ben Rothenberg on Twitter. I think it's a mixed bag from what I've seen. Shouldn't complain about Ben played on these courts. Exactly. Exactly. So we can complain about an ATP issue like Sinner, but like the players kind of like Casper Ruud has, saying that it's not acceptable and Vavrinka and other people. I haven't heard him say anything about those guys, but if the WTA players say it, I mean, you know what? Like they got to be careful about how their comments are perceived as well. I guess maybe I don't know. I mean, look, at the end of the day, he can say what he wants. I just don't agree with it, to be honest. Um, but yeah, Sakkari goes to smash, hits it straight into the net. Love 30. Who's serving to stay in this set? Yes, Max, we want Sinner 100%. I think he has a chance this year. Yeah, yeah, especially at home. We're at the end of the hurricane season down in Mexico. None of the models predicted the sudden Cat 5 that hit Acapulco. This is the new normal. Although we're in Cancun, though. Is Acapulco close to Cancun? My geography isn't great with Mexico. Love 43, breaking set points here for Pegula. I tell you what, there's barely been a hold of serve. I think there must have been 2 or 3 in this set, maximum. So, love 40. Sakkari goes into the net. I mean, she's mishit that serve so badly. I mean, you can't blame the courts for that. That's just you. That's just you. Kick serve into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand cross from Sakkari. Backhand on the line from Pegula. Good depth. Forehand cross from Sakkari. Great width. Good forehand slice from Pegula to stay in the rally here. Backhand slice cross court. Backhand from Sakkari. Slice from Pegula again. Massive forehand into win from Sakkari. It's a winner. What a way to save a break point. Yeah, okay. So maybe then so you're saying that the conditions were unforeseen, is that what you're saying? Like the amount of rain? I just think that if you're having the top 8 players, they need to try and find a good indoor venue. I mean, they could even do it at the O2. Just get the O2 to design it different to the ATP, no? Is that such a bad idea? I mean, obviously not every year, but you could do a couple of years there. Forehand down the middle from Pegula. Good depth from Sakkari. Forehand into out from Pegula goes into the net. So another break and set point comes and goes. Sakkari is clinging on here. Sakkari about to take her first break point. Yeah, my decades old recreational courts don't have any dead spots. You know what? See, that's what I mean. Shocker, right? Absolute shocker. In a manner of speaking, yes, he lives, yeah. Pavi G is a huge Novak fan on Twitter. He is. He's the biggest, I'd say. Goes what happened to your golden locks. Second serve into the forehand of Pegula. Forehand into the net from Sakkari. So Pegula does take the first set 6-3. And a very bizarre first set. Very, very bizarre first set. But Pegula is the one that edges it. 6-3 to the American. And the level of tennis has not been the best, I'm going to be honest. But as I said, we have to cater in a little bit the courts and conditions. But yeah, I mean, the slicing from both Pegula sliced pretty well there. Sakkari slices, oh my gosh. What I don't get is that if your slice is that bad, why are you trying to use it? I don't get it. Don't get it at all. Hey Ghost, how you doing? Josep in the chat. Some of these journalists are goofs, yeah, man. Honestly, and thing is, right? If you're a journalist, you should not be having an agenda or bias towards like. Well, yeah, I guess if you're a journalist, you're not supposed to, right? Like a bias or agenda for certain players or tournaments or tours. I feel like some of them might do. That's how it comes across anyway. So I don't know. Ghost says they're still here, but that is a bad pick of Vitas. I agree. I'll look for another one. Ben Rothenberg has a lot of questionable opinions. Yeah. Acapulco is on the Pacific side. Cancun is on the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico to be precise. Okay. Thank you for the geography lesson. Even though Cinematch, we still finished around midnight in Paris. Imagine if there had been a fourth singles match as Matt. Yeah, I agree. That's true. They say things aren't the best. They didn't account for the heightened water temperatures in the ocean, which increases the likelihood and severity of hurricanes. It's actually really fascinating. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I heard Ben Rothenberg does not get credentialed to tennis events anymore. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Forehand to forehand, forehand slice. That's a dead spot. And Sakkari has to slice it at her ankles and then back into the net. She goes, "What am I supposed to do?" She's like, "How am I supposed to play?" To be honest, I mean, it must be so. If you're a professional tennis player, if it was me, I'd be getting frustrated when you're playing and then all of a sudden the ball dies on you. Like, it's just nuts. Honestly, I just can't get over it. Serve tips the back of the service box here, backhand to backhand. Backhand from Pegula into the net. 15-0. She's smiling as well. I just, I just feel like the players are really struggling to find rhythm for long periods because the courts are just so unreliable. I just feel like they're not confident enough in their ground strokes to trust themselves. It's like a really weird thing to watch and see, but I mean they're doing their best. I think it's just difficult at times to watch. Oh, again, weird bounce. Second serve, just like it just looks so weird. And Sakkari hits a forehand wide. Sorry, long even. Wrexham Parks comes to mind, yeah. The O2 would be a good spot for it, says Ghost. I know they want to move it around to build up a new fan base, though difficult to balance. Yeah, they've never had it at the O2, though. The women's one, if I'm not mistaken. As we're going to slice into that, they had the men's one there for a while. So I guess that could be an option to have the women's one. I think it would be good. But I agree. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was supposed to be slated for Saudi. I imagine it's going to be in Saudi next year. Um, I don't mind it being there because, like as you say, like they're trying to move to different territories. As Sakkari shanks the forehand wide, 40-30 on return, and it's starting to rain in Cancun. Oh man, it's definitely yeah, a difficult balance to be struck because you want it to be yeah, Pagula's not happy, and the chair umpire's like, no, come on, we're not, you can't play on in this. So it's raining. They're oh no, rain intermission. But yeah, I think in my opinion, anyway. Like, if they're gonna have it in Saudi, then fine. But like, I don't want it to be in Saudi if there's gonna be no crowd. Like, if it's just gonna be completely empty, then there's not really any point then, right? I mean, thing is, one thing that you'll get that's guaranteed is that the courts will be good and the like, all of the kind of stuff around it, hotels, etc., because they've got money. But in terms of the atmosphere, can they build that in terms of having enough fans there, etc.? I don't know. I mean, either way, they need to plan it well in advance, which they didn't do this year. And if they do that, it just gives fans the best possible opportunity to travel there as well. So yeah, something that they need to sort out for next year. But I mean, they could even do it in like we had indoor tournaments in Basel and Vienna. Why not even in there? Like, these types of tournaments. Is it Rotterdam? Is another one that's indoors? Oh my gosh, they put out an umbrella over Pegula, and the wind is so strong, it's just destroyed the umbrella. What in the world? Um, yeah, I think politics need to stay out of tennis on both sides of the aisle. Max's Parks and Recreations, yeah. Max, that show's a great laugh. I haven't seen it, actually. I've watched maybe one episode, but yeah. Ghost says Parks and Rec was a great show. I miss Ron Swanson being sour about everything. Oh, it's tabloid style journalism. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. 100% right. Um, Max says, Hozip, that's nice. I think I only watched a bit of the first episode. I do plan to watch that show. Yeah, yeah. Didn't even notice till you said something. Yeah, Jane in the house. Hey, Jane, how you doing? Me bet. Oh my God, Jose, I'm not going to read that out loud. My pen is on the powder. Matt says, Fazan, I'm a journalist and I teach you not to have biases, but I think it is natural to have an opinion. I don't think you should openly cheer for an athlete if you're a journalist. Yeah, yeah, I think I think, look, and even if, I think naturally, as you said, you're always going to have inclinations or preferences to certain players or tournaments or whatever else. But I think when you're actually doing your reporting, then you need to be more balanced in the way that you speak, I guess. So it is raining in Cancun. Let's see. Hopefully, it dies down. Sean Powder was very. Ghost, when you said Miami, I initially thought you meant the TV show Miami Vice. There are no fans in Saudi, says Terry. Okay, interesting. Yeah, see, so they need to sort that out. They need to sort that out, right? Because if you're going to have the tournament there, then they need to make sure that they sort that out. You can't be, yeah, Ghost. I mean, Ghost. You want your comment on? We're seeing this take on journalism right now coming out of, yeah. I'm not gonna get into it. I have shared some posts on our Instagram. I don't normally get involved in this kind of stuff, as you guys will know, but yeah. What I will say is that on Jabber's post interview yesterday was very poignant and on court after her win, and yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things like obviously a lot of players like had support for certain issues um before, but she seems to be the only one that's talking about it now. She's the only one, Jabber, that's talking about it, and it's like I do wonder sometimes, like, do people not realize that there's a world outside of like Europe and the US? But I don't know. I almost feel like there's less importance sometimes placed on this in the media anyway, especially the media. There's a in the media anyway. There's definitely less emphasis put on anything that is outside of mainstream Europe and the US. Like it's just the kind of I think, and I don't think anyone could disagree because that's just like there's the bundles of evidence and articles and whatever else. But I just think yeah, it's a shame, but what's happening now is just horrific. There's some horrific things happening in the world, but yeah. Anyway, back to tennis. Back to tennis. Um, I think it needs to be European indoors. Yeah, it could be. That's what I said. Yeah, Vienna or Basel. I guess it could be Rotterdam or O2. I think the thing is, if they're going to do it somewhere else, then for example, if they're going to do it in Saudi, then it needs to be indoors, right? I think because or they need to. I'm trying to think because it is quite hot in Saudi at this time. It can get very hot actually. It can get up to like I think it's like it can still be like 30, 35. So they probably need to have it indoors and yeah, have it indoors and um yeah, air conditioned probably, wouldn't they? Oh, they're gonna start. Okay, that's good. We're seeing this take on journalism right now. Yeah, exactly. I miss when the rains were down in Africa. Ghost people. You know what I'm talking about? For I'm not go no further. Yeah, I do. I do. I do. Right, here we go. Backhand from Pegula down the middle. Forehand into out from Sakkari. Pegula serving here to go up on the scoreboard in the second set. I'll take in the first. Drop volley from Sakkari. Pegula gets there. It's a lob. Smash from Sakkari. Oh, wow. How she missed that? How she missed that? She can't believe it. She's ballooned that smash well long. So, Pegula takes the first. Are they wearing the same outfit? I just realized. No, so they've got the same top on, I think. But Pagula's got she's put skirts. She's got a different skirt on. I think I don't know. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. First set stats, by the way. One winner for Pagula, 11 unforced errors, 7 winners for Sakkari, 20 unforced errors. I mean, just says it all. Just errors galore. Forehand into out from Sakkari, backhand cross on Pagula, forehand into in from Sakkari goes long. So love 15. I'll just say this: I stand on Jabeur. Yep, yep. Or do I get a prize? Definitely agree with that, Fazan. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, the last thing I'm going to say on this is that, like, there's a lot of innocent children that are dying at the moment. And that is, like, the most shocking thing. That's the only thing else. That's the last thing I'll say on that. So, yeah. Volley from Pagula, massive backhand down the line from Sakkari. Very, very good. Very good. Much better. And it looks very windy. You can see Tom Hill's hair is blowing all over the place. 15-0. Yes, I've got a broken babbler and a story of manly rage for you. Big fan of air conditioning. Thank you to the Wimpy Nerd who created it. We are the Wimpy Nerds internally grateful. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So good serve out wide. And the forehand from Pagula goes wide as well. 30-15. It's an important game, this one for Sakkari. She needs to hold. I just feel that if she doesn't manage to hold here, it's going to be extremely difficult a set and a breakdown, especially given she's lost both her opening 2 matches as well to come back. As Pegula nets the forehands at 40-15. Matt says, I'm not a big fan of outdoor year-end championships and round robin tournaments. Okay, right. So let me rephrase. Okay, fine. Yeah, round robin outdoors. I meant. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, obviously you want the certainty that you're going to be able to play, right? So it's not ideal, especially when there's only a small amount of matches to have breaks and rain delays, etc. Forehand on the line from Pegula, forehand to forehanded. But the one thing that you could say is, I'll come to in a second, slice from Pegula down the line, drop shot from Sakkari, forehand straight at Pegula, and the volley is put away. So 40-30. Sakkari hasn't won a set her last 4 matches. She needs to get one here. Vamos, Maria. Yeah. The thing is, right, the only thing, the one thing I'll say, indoors is great for the sense that you obviously you get guaranteed matches, but obviously conditions are more suited to certain players, then, right, which does give people advantages. Like I don't think we can look away from that. There's a reason why Nadal's never won an ATP finals because it's always indoors, and it's juice here as Pegula manages to induce an error from Sakkari. She's going to have to really, really fight here. Yeah, so I think that yeah, I mean, I don't like it would be interesting if they had if they want to stick to indoors, for example, fine, but could they maybe try and do like an indoor grass or indoor like clay end of year championships? Because I feel like if you have variety there, then you're gonna get, different players playing on different surfaces, and I just feel like indoor hard is just it's great because obviously it's the most common surface, but I don't know, I just feel like especially on the men's side, you kind of know, right? Okay, Djokovic is going to dominate probably, or Medvedev. Like there's normally the same people that you'd expect. Zverev or Tsitsipas, to be fair, won it 1 year, but yeah, maybe I'm saying that because I'm a little bit of a Nadal fan. I'm just like, how's he not won one? But I'm more just thinking about having a bit of variety in those year-end championships. But I guess it's easier said than done. Early break point here now for Pagula, by the way. Mistake from Sakkari to open it up. So forehand to forehand here. Forehand into out from Pagula is good. Backhand cross from Sakkari. Drop shot from Pagula. Not a very good one though. Slice from Sakkari. She goes massive though with the into out forehand. Sakkari did not do enough for the backhand slice. It's just so poor, so floaty. It just puts her on the back foot straight away. And she's in no man's land as Pagula goes behind Sakkari to love Pagula. And I think my opinion of this is it's not going to go much longer. Let's go to why I kind of like the Sun and Wind. Yeah, Matt, I agree. I don't like round robin format. I like round robin format because you get all the matchups. It's exactly what Jane said here. I like the round robin. But I don't know if I don't know it is for the players. I don't know if it is for the players, like whether they like it. I think you're saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good point. But then who cares? It's for us, right? I was just joking. Yeah, I mean it's good to get them, and to be honest, you could do something which they're doing in the. I bet no one watches cricket here, but the Cricket World Cup, and I wouldn't do this for a World Cup anyway. But for these types of tournaments, individual tournaments at the end of the year for like top 8 players, or even they could even do a round robin with all of the players, and then you just have the top 4 players go through semi-finals and the final. But it'd mean more matches, right? So maybe you don't want that. So the 2 groups of round robin, I think, is quite good. I enjoy the format, in all honesty. As the backhand from Sakkari goes long, 15 all. Hmm. Backhand is big from Pegula. Slice from Sakkari. That's a better one. It's kept low. Then forehand to try and pass Pegula. Good volley, though. Smash put away, is it? No. All good volleying here from Pegula. She's sticking in here, but Sakkari gets it done. Wow. 15:30. Pegula should have done better there in the end. She did well to stay in the rally, but some of the volleys definitely could have been better. And Sakkari picks her off at the net eventually. A little clap from Pegula in acknowledgement to say, yep, too good. 30 all. Stirred on the tee. Forehand down the middle from Sakkari is long, so 30 all. Goes to other players complaining about the format. I haven't heard them complain about it, to be fair. That's a good point. Yeah, Max. They used to take the top 16 and play. Not sure why they changed to 8. I just think probably because of time or forehand into the net from Sakkari. I mean, obviously for the men's, they don't have like an elite trophy like they do for the WTA, which I think is quite cool, by the way, that they have that. But they have the next gen finals, I guess, which is obviously a bit different because it's to do with age. Serve down the tee by Pegula and a shank from Sakkari. and she's throwing a racket. She is not happy. She's bouncing. She's got to be careful because she'll get a warning. You're supposed to, yeah, code violation. I don't know why she bounced it. What she had to do is just slam it down with the face of the racket down. And I don't think you get a violation for that. So that was a bizarre. And she didn't even do it very hard. She just bounced it kind of, and it kind of went a long way because of the way she did it. But she didn't do it very hard. Or she's about to smash a water bottle, but she stopped herself. I love how the players. I just absolutely love it because obviously when you're playing recreationally, right, you don't go to do something like throw a water bottle or hit your racket and then as you're about to do it, stop yourself. But I've seen so many players stop themselves from doing it. Honestly, like it's crazy. Like Sakkari just there, she had a water bottle. She was about to smash it into the bench. She probably just realized, right, okay, I've just got a warning, so let me not do it. And so she stopped herself like halfway through, and there's loads of players. I think it was Murray kept on doing it, like kept on faking, like kind of fainting, like he's going to smash his racket against Dimona, and obviously eventually he did, but um, he didn't do it a lot of the times. It's really weird. Yeah, time to get the the toothbrush and toothpaste ready for Zon. Yeah, probably. Well, the players I don't know, I just meant from a fan standpoint. Yeah. I used to play this at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Yeah, but see, I don't always want it in the US though. I like that they're moving it around. They I want them to continue to do that. They just need to prepare better. That's all in advance. That's the thing to do. It's simple. And I don't see why it's such a hard thing to do. A fault here from Sakkari. She's 3-love down here. She's got to be careful because this set is running away from her. This is a really every service game now is so pivotal for her. Try and find some momentum. She needs to get on the board here first. Is the first port of call. Second seven to the forehand of Pegula. Slice from Pegula down the middle. Forehand into out from Sakkari. Backhand down the middle from Pegula. Forehand into out or into in from Sakkari. Then goes drop shot. Pegula's going to get there. And she knows she's not. Great drop shot. Wow. Pegula not quite as quick as Maria Sakkari. And the forehand drop shot was actually very well executed in the end. Monster forehands from Sakkari. Drop shot was good. And goes to bed to be a sleeping beauty. Yeah. Ah, look at you guys. Too kind. Calling me sleeping beauty, although maybe that means that I'm looking tired right now. Third on a tee goes long. Sakkari lets the racket fly. She does, doesn't she? She really does. She's got to be careful with that because I'm pretty sure she threw a racket into the crowd before. She's done some stuff which she's probably been a little bit fortunate not to get disqualified from. Slice from Pegula goes wide. Sakkari, yeah. Is Madison Square Garden the most famous? I'd think it'd be a soccer stadium like Old Trafford or something. I guess Madison Square Garden is very famous for boxing as well, so it is seen as a really big venue. Um, I do know that it is pretty big. It's the biggest. I mean, I guess Wembley's pretty iconic. I don't know. I don't know if it's the most well known, but it's definitely up there, I guess. Second serve into forehand and Pegula goes down the middle. Forehand to forehand. Oh, forehand into the net from Sakkari. 30-15. I hope JPEG doesn't lose the semis in this tournament. Yeah, it'd be a shame, right? Because if she comes through this and she's won all 3 games, to then go into the semis and lose would be a real shame. But it just depends who she plays. If she plays Iga in the semi-finals, she'll struggle. But most likely, if she tops the group, she'll probably play one of Goff, Vondrousova, or Jabeur. I think Vondrousova she'd beat off the top of my head. But Goff, I think she probably could as well. I think form-wise, she's been a bit better, Pegula, potentially. Jabeur, again, form-wise, she's been better, but Jabeur's Jabeur's style seems to trouble Pegula somewhat. Double fault from Sakkari, by the way, 30 all. Oh, Arena. You spelled her name wrong, but I know you're talking about Arena Sabalenka. I know you're a big fan of hers. JPEG is a semi-final specialist. That's true. She is. Matt says Ghost. That's what Fox Sports calls the MSG every time they play a game there. Yeah, but Fox Sports is American, so probably not the most unbiased take. But yeah, it's definitely up there. Forehand cross from Sakkari, and then a forehand from Pegula. About to hit Sakkari. She ducks underneath it. Don't see that often. 40-30 Sakkari. So I was just kidding. You're just kidding that I look beautiful. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Ah, you guys, cut me deep. Cut me deep. Served on a team miss from Sakkari. Second serve coming up. I do plan to read more of the New York Times about articles of tennis. All their tennis articles, yeah. Second serve into backhand. Oh, Pegula backhand to backhand. Massive backhand from Sakkari, but she's missed it. So it's Juice. She's in real trouble. She's had quite a few she's had a few service games anyway where she's been up 40-15, 40-30, and then she's got taken to Juice and then got broken. So Juice has not been particularly good for her today. It hasn't been a very favourable scoreline. She hasn't come on top very often when it's been Juice. I'd like to see the stats for that. Forehand into win from Sakkari goes long. There we go. Look, advantage Pegula. She's going to break, I'm telling you. Sakkari not handling the Juice pressure points very well. Joseph Fazan is right. American broadcasters think history began in 1776. Everything is the most famous. Well, the New York Times got rid of sports. They use something called the Athletic now. Yeah, the Athletic. Yeah, yeah, the Athletic. Serve is big from Sakkari. Wow, great slice serve down the tee, and Pegula gets dragged out big time. Shanks the return wide. Juice, good way to save a break point. Big serve when she needed one. Serve out wide, trying to go for that kick serve again. This time it doesn't come off. Second serve. Into the forehand of Pegula. Forehand cross from Sakkari. Forehand on the stretch by Pegula goes long. So it is advantage Sakkari. So maybe all my talk about Sakkari not being able to win a game from Juice might be complete, absolute rubbish. Let's see. Can she close it out? Advantage Sakkari. Can she finally get on the board in this second set? Serve into forehand Pegula, good return into out, then goes forehand into win. Massive Sakkari on the stretch. She's not going to make that. It's going to go long, and it does. Very, very good. Jeez. Max says, let me see if Washington Post has articles about tennis. Most likely, yeah, I did it right during the US Open, right before the NFL started. Yeah, all the Paris quarters are hard to predict. Yeah, they are, but let me have a look. I can tell you my predictions now. Oh, her catch Dimitrov is very tough. Wow. Come back to that one. Tsitsipas, Khachanov. I'm going to go Tsitsipas. Second serve to forehand of Pegula. Then goes forehand. Is that in? It is. Wow. Very loopy forehand. Forehand into out by Sakkari. Backhand cross from Pegula. Backhand is good from Sakkari. Slice from Pegula. Backhand cross again. And this time, Pegula goes to slice. She completely misses the ball. What is that? I think that's the call. I think that's her. She was in between slicing and I don't think she did very well. I think she just completely misjudged that. So advantage Sakkari again. Serve into backhand of Pegula. Backhand down the middle from Sakkari. Slice from Pegula. Forehand down the middle. Backhand cross from Pegula comes forward. Slice into the backhand corner. Backhand lob from Sakkari is not good enough though. So Pegula puts it away. Back to Ju. She's knocking on the door. She is trying to put Sakkari away here. Excuse me. So that wide is missed from Maria Sakkari. A lot of those legacy media outfits are struggling. Yeah. So, oh, double fault from Sakkari back to advantage Pegula. Wow. Advantage and break point. He's very much struggled with that serve, especially the double faults. Seven double faults, well, seven double faults for Sakkari, none for Pegula. A lot of those legacy media outfits are struggling. New York Times, Wapol, etc., especially for young people. I'm guessing sports is first on the chopping block at most papers. True. Do you think Maria Sakkari is having a mental block? No, I don't think so. I think she's just not playing amazing. Double fault from Sakkari. Two double faults in a row to give up the break. I mean, what is that? Double break to Pegula. I think, look, maybe her mental say is not great. She's not had a very good year. Her confidence levels are definitely not sky high, that's for sure. But a she's just won a Masters 1000, hasn't she? Am I wrong? Or she won a big title? Am I completely making that up? Of what? On the China Open, no? No, she didn't. What talking about? Didn't she win something recently? Have I completely lost my mind? No, she hasn't. Okay, ignore me. No, she won. No, she won in Guadalajara. She did, yeah, the Masters 1000 tournament. She beat Hunter, Georgie, Arango, Garcia, Dollarhide. I mean, not the strongest of lineups, but I mean, yeah, she won a Masters. I mean, obviously she was the second seed, so a lot of players missing, but still. Right, so 15:30 here. Pegula serving to go 5-love up here. Potential for a bagel in this set. To be fair to Sakkari, she's faced some crazy good talent in the last couple of months, but she's definitely in a slump. Yeah, agreed. Jeez, Maria, she has won a Masters. Yeah, she won Canada, did she? I know she won Guadalajara. Did she win Canada as well? Let's have a look. No, she didn't. She lost in Canada. Canadian Open, she lost in the first round to Collins. Forehand cross. Oh, forehand cross, good from Sakkari. Forehand to net by Pegula, 15-40. And looks like Sakkari might have to break Pegula if she wants to get a game in this set because her serve is certainly not doing the job right now. Max's ghost, that's so unfortunate that legacy media outlets are struggling. I was working at Weekly one time uh, and got written up for covering a junior tennis tournament over a baseball game. Interesting. Second serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Slice cross court by Pegula, then goes backhand down the middle. Forehand into up by Sakkari, clips the baseline. And yeah, Pegula goes long. So Sakkari gets one of the breaks back, 4-1, but she struggled a lot on serve. So do not be surprised if Sakkari gets broken again in this next game. Oh, Sakkari, yeah. I hope Associated Press isn't struggling. Lol. Thought you meant people. No, no. Sorry, I thought you meant Pegula. Yeah. What? Maria. Yeah. What? Indeed. Okay, so 4-1. Song choice to be interesting in this tournament. Tennis tournament was actually a bigger deal and more relevant, but the publisher was a huge baseball fan. That's typical bias. Tennis is not as popular in the States, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. Definitely not. The Rangers won the series too. I hate when Texas teams win any sport. Lol. Don't know who the Rangers are. Backhand cross from Pegula is too good. Very good. Drags out Sakkari on the juice side. And then has a lot of open court to hit that backhand into. Love 15. Because when I was growing up, it seemed like when Agassi retired and the big three took over was when you saw the internet die down. Interest die down, sorry, even. Quick predictions for the quarters for Sun. Okay, all right, okay. Let's go quick fire. Quick fire, quick fire. I'm gonna go. I'm going to go her catch to beat Dimitrov in 3. Tsitsipas to beat Khachanov in straight sets. Djokovic Runa, I'll come out to that one. Rublev Dimona. I'm gonna go Rublev to win and win against Dimona. Djokovic Runa. Yeah, I'll go on. I'll go different. I'll go Runa to win. Runa to win in 3 sets. Backhand from Pegula into the net. I mean, unlikely, but I'll go for it anyway. Especially given how Runa's been playing. Uh, I'm obviously played a little bit better this week, but generally speaking, his level's been so poor for the last 6 months or so. Second serve into the backhand of Pegula, who finds the net. So 40-15, or 30-15, sorry, even. How dare you guys? I live in Dallas. Huh? Goes says Americans like to have an American champ. I'm a huge Agassi fan, actually, but I didn't abandon the sport when he retired. That said, it'd be great if Foe or Fritz won a slam. I think Ben Shelton's got a better chance of winning a slam, in honesty. Forehand into out by Sakkari. Then goes into out again. She's missed it. Missed it by, a lot. Didn't move her feet. 30-all. It's weird for her not to move her feet in that instance because she's got lightning quick speed, Sakkari. So about wide, it's in. Forehand to the net by Pegula, 40-30. Game point. Some of her kick serves have been so bad, Sakkari. They go right into the base of the net. Kick serve into the backhand side of Pegula, goes into on the forehand. She's missed it, so 4-2. Staying alive here. She's on the last 2 games. On the last 2 games has Sakkari. But Pegula to serve here to go 5-2 up. Serve goes long by Pegula. Second serve coming up. Forehand to forehand here. Forehand missed by Sakkari. Goes long. 15 love. Serve goes long from Pegula. Second serve. Backhand is wide from Sakkari. 30 love. Which is looking elsewhere, but that's just her. Yeah. Fault by Pegula. Second serve coming up. 30 love. Serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Forehand cross. Forehand on the line from Sakkari. Forehand cross. Backhand from Fritz is in. Good, very good penetration. Goes down the line with the backhand as well. So 40 love. So that wide missed by Pegula. Second serve into the backhand of Sakkari. Backhand of the line from Pegula. Forehand. Backhand to forehand here. Great hitting. Then goes in to win with the forehand. Does Sakkari. Very impressive. Forehand to forehand hit down the middle of the court. Pegula goes big into out. Backhand cross from Sakkari. Slice from Pegula. Better slice. Backhand cross again by Pegula. Then goes down the line, but nets it. So 40-30. All right. Goes to Sakkari giving away a lot of punches off. Yeah, agreed. Matt says, yes, because I didn't either that seemed like Serena did really well after crossing with fans of the other sport. The women's final in the US with Coco may outdraw the men's one this year final. Forehand, I don't know, forehands to forehand. Oh, she's missed it. Sakkari did really well there. Good forehand, cross court, dragged it around everywhere, and then had an easy opportunity to put away the easiest volley you can imagine. And she missed it, Sakkari. Inev says, you think Jessica will win this match? Yeah, I do think so. Okay, Florida looks like he's dripping with the backhand of the rest of Americas. Florida looks like it's dripping out the backhand of the rest of America. Florida's a pigeon. Not a pigeon? Is a pig pen? A pig pen? Hey? I'm gone. Ghost, I feel an animosity for every California team except the Warriors. Sakura giving away a lot of points. She's so off, yeah. Why did Golden State? Oh, okay, I don't know. James says, be right back. Bedtime story time. I'll tell Maria to get another break, lol. Right, so Sakkari serving to stay in this match. Lob from Pegula is in. Yeah, very good. There's an apology, I think, a little bit of frame involved. Because I need sleep. Mate, I do, honestly. Sean says, lol. Not as young as I used to be. I'm an old man. I think the WTA finals performance may not help Sakkari go into 2024. I don't think it'll make it any worse, though. I think she needs some off time. If I was her, I think she might. I don't think she's playing anything else, so she should just take the rest of the next 2 weeks off to work on some things, to relax, mentally, physically prepared for the next year. Like yeah, that's the best thing that I would suggest. Right, love 30. We're serving for the match here, as I said. Let's first serve. So into the net, second serve coming up. hope it's not double fault. Serve into the forehand of Pegula, then forehand down the middle. Forehand down the middle by Sakkari. Into out goes Pegula, then goes backhand cross. Great backhand from Sakkari to push Pegula back. Slice, cross court slice from Sakkari right into the corner. Floaty slice from Pegula, but down the line. Backhand cross. Backhand down the middle from Sakkari. Forehand into the net by Pegula. Love 40. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What's the next WTA tournament? There's none. I think that's it. I think that's done for the year. 4% step between conscious and unconscious. I'm in limbo. Inception. Who is the Billie Jean? Who is in the Billie Jean Cup final? I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question. I think it's Greece though. Okay, 15:30. Backhand goes long. Right, 15:40. We go. Match points. Two of them. Two of them for Pegula here. Chance to have a clean sweeper in the round robin to win all her matches. She'll top the group. She's looking to be one of the people to beat. And yep, there you go. Easy for Pegula. Forehand return, down the middle, good depth, backhand into the net by Sakkari. 6-3, 6-2. Look, I mean, there's a warm handshake and then a chat. I think probably about the conditions, to be honest. But yeah, look, Sakkari, I think, she'll not be too disappointed because, as I said, I think the courts and also the situation around the whole tournament has not been great. So, it wouldn't have necessarily helped confidence, but it wouldn't have damaged it much either. I think it's just kind of there's a lot. She'll be very impartial, I think, towards the whole experience. In honesty, especially in terms of how it affects her confidence. I think the United Cup in Auckland starts in late December to begin 2024. I think Auckland I think it's in Jam. I could be wrong. United Cup, though, you're right, is end of December, last couple of days, and then carries on into January. Goes as Paul Maria. Yeah. I would love to visit Auckland. Yes, someday. Yeah, same. Flights are just so long from here. I want to go to Australia at some point as well. Robert says, thank you for Zon Kudos. Thank you, Robert, for tuning in. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. Apologies if there was like a couple of ropey moments where I look like I might end up sleeping on you guys, but managed to wrestle myself back to the land of the living. Ghost says, well, hopefully Sakkari will play herself back into form soon. She's too good for this run of losses. Yeah, I think she'll be fine in 2024. She'll need to be, right. I think it'll be difficult otherwise for her down the stretch. But yeah, and yeah, your favorite Ghost, Pegula won. There was no JPEG hate by Ghost in this whole chat. I was very, very impressed. Normally, there's a barrage of abuse pointed towards Pegula, but maybe Ghost loves Pegula now. I said, thank you for that. Congrats, JPEG. Yeah, congrats to her. Thank you, Robert, as well, for the super sticker at the start of the stream. Much appreciated. Terry says, thanks. Yeah, thanks to all of you. And yeah, look, Anthony will be doing the call for Sabalenka versus Rabakina as well. Ghost JPEG. Let me rephrase this. JPEG is so attractive, it makes it difficult for me to take the Mickey. But that's really funny because have you thought that only recently? Because you've never mentioned that before. You've always just been like, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. So I feel like this is a recent thing that you think this then. That's so funny though. Hilarious. Right, okay. Guys, what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna put the what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link to the Sabalenka Rybakina. Oh, where are we? The Sabalenka Rybakina stream. Where am I? We had a big stream, Djokovic, earlier. Greek Sport. Like nearly 300 people in the chat at one point. That's pretty good for a non-slam match. Right, okay, where am I? This one wasn't quite that. I don't think it was exciting enough. I don't hate her, I just want to fix it on a romantic desert island. Oh my gosh. How your tune has changed, Ghost. How your tune has changed. Right, guys, jump over to the Sabalenka Rybakina match. Anthony will be doing that. So, look, it's a winner takes all that match as well. So that's definitely worth tuning in for. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker, honestly. It's going to be great. So make sure you guys tune in for that. I think it's going to be a really good one. And yeah, all good. All good. In the hood. And yeah, Anthony has started the stream. So go over there, keep him company. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the chat there. Thank you. And look, it's starting to rain as well. Classic. They've just finished and now it's chucking it down in Cancun. Oh my gosh. The people interviewing Pegula are like got umbrellas on. They're getting absolutely drenched though still. Nuts. What are these downpours? Anyway, I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you very much. Stay safe and well. See you on the next video.